Okay, so for lesson 5, we're talking about metric measurement. Our first 4 lessons have been about standard. So now we're going to do some estimating to help us get familiar with metric measurement. We have all 3 here on one page. So we have length. Okay, this would be like feet and inches. We have capacity. This is how much it can hold. So today, I know last time I showed you my bottle. Today I have my circle bottle. And this one holds 20 ounces. But if we were talking about metric, then you would be talking about liters or milliliters. So how much water could you put in something? So this would probably be in milliliters. And then, because we buy those 2 liters of soda, that's those big ones. So that would be probably milliliters. And then mass is how heavy it is. Okay. Capacity is how much it holds. So let's take a look at if we're gonna estimate some different things, and that will help us. So if we're looking at length, okay, let's go ahead and look at this one. So we have millimeters. They're about as thick as 6 sheets of notebook paper. If we have centimeters, that's the length of a ladybug. If we have meters, it's about the height of a chair. And if we have kilometers, it's so funny to me, we say meter and then we get to kilometer and we say meter instead of meter, but we could say kilometer, and that's about 6 city blocks. So if we're talking about a bug, and there's actually a little hint if you look at this one, look, length of a ladybug, length of a bug. So let's go ahead, it would be centimeters, so we'll just do that one. Kilometers, if it's 6 blocks, is 1 kilometer. Think about how huge that would be, so we wouldn't want to do that one. Meters, again, if that's a chair, wouldn't be a good one for a bug. And then millimeters, if 1 millimeter is 6 sheets of paper, think about how small that is. So that would be too small. Okay. Length of a football field. So if we're talking about a football field, we're going to want to use not millimeters, because again, think how small they are. So it can't be that. Centimeters, again, is too small. And 1 kilometer would be 6 city blocks. So that would be too big for a football field. So we're going to do 110 meters. Okay. For a school hallway, again, millimeters, centimeters, too small. And kilometers, 30 of them would be too big. So let's do meters, because again, a meter is the height of a chair. So if you're talking about 30 chairs, that would be about the length of the hallway. Okay, we're just estimating. If you're talking about a bottle of soda, you're probably not going to want to use meters or kilometers, and you're probably not going to use millimeters because again, way too small. So 152 centimeters would make more sense. For a can of vegetables, again, meters and kilometers, too big. Millimeters, too small. So 102 centimeters would make the most sense for that one. Now for a river, if you're doing the length, you're talking about from beginning to end. You're not going to want to do millimeters or centimeters. Okay, that would be too small. And then meters, so 1 meter is the height of a chair. Okay, so if you have 24, so like 24 chairs wouldn't really be how long a river would be, but 24 kilometers. So think about how 1 kilometer is 6 city blocks. So that one makes much more sense. Okay. For the weight of a textbook. Okay. So now we're switching to weight. Weight is mass. Okay. Remember, capacity is how much it holds. So we're either going to use grams or kilograms. So right away, that takes liter out. Okay. So it has to be gram. Kilogram is 6 apples. So that would be kind of, wait a minute, 6 apples. Oh, it wouldn't be grams. Sorry, I got it mixed up. Wouldn't be 1 gram because a gram is 1 penny. So it would have to be a kilogram because a kilogram is about 6 apples. Sorry, kilogram. Capacity of a trash can. So let's look at capacity. We've either got liters or milliliters. Okay. 15 liters would be like our 8.5 of those soda jugs that we like to get, like a 7-Up, and it's like this big. You get it like, you know. So 1,500 liters is way too big. 150 milliliters would be it's 20 drops of water, so that would be too small. So I think 15 liters would be a good measurement for a trash can. For the weight of a tennis ball, we've either got 500 grams, 50 kilograms, or 50 grams. So a gram, again, is the mass of a penny, okay? And I think 50 kilograms, it's not going to be 6 apples times 50, right? So it can't be that one. 500 grams, so 500 pennies would probably be heavier than a tennis ball. So I'm going to go with 50 for that one. And then for the capacity capacity of a soup bowl. So if we're talking about capacity, we're going to go back up here. So that right away takes out the grams because that's for weight. That's not for capacity. So we're either talking milliliters or liters. A milliliter is 20 drops of water. So I have a feeling that that would be a better choice than 450 liters, which would be 3 cans of soda. If you're talking about a soup bowl, only one, you're probably not going to want to talk about 450 liters. It probably would be 450 milliliters. So just look at your charts. Use these little descriptions to help you whenever you need to